Now, let's start with some fundamental problem in healthcare today. That is, we still have huge challenges that affect correct diagnosis and timely treatment of medical problems. This is especially true in the areas we're working on: urinary tract infection or UTI, sepsis, and cancer early detection, where the current technologies can only either do speed or accuracy, but not both. Or sometimes they just cannot find a needle in a haystack. Hi, my name is Byron Shen, CEO of Velox Biosystems. Our rapid ultrasensitive detection technology is able to identify and quantify the presence of disease at the single cell or single target level, provide both speed and accuracy that's not available today. And we can find a needle in a haystack. We have already developed this culture-free rapid pathogen detection prototype product for UTI diagnosis, where we're seeing this rapid increase in antibiotic resistance, even in the US, due to the combination of high prevalence, high misdiagnosis, and also empirical use of antibiotics today. Huge problem. And by the way, the UTI diagnostic market already exceeds 1 billion globally. So not only we can deliver 5-fold increase in accuracy in UTI diagnosis, but also we can shorten the current testing for antibiotic resistance testing from current 2 to 3 days to just 2 hours. So we can help reduce the misuse of antibiotics in UTI. Also allow doctors to prescribe the right antibiotic drug immediately versus finding out the drug does not work. I have 25 years experience in the industry, and we have a great team. We have already successfully completed the initial R&D phase of the first product. And we have a very solid alpha prototype already, and we have exciting clinical data that with over 1,000 patient samples. We also completed market validation with doctors, and doctors have told us that this will be a game changer in this space, and they want it now. So we're raising $6 million to finish product development in 12 months and get FDA 510(k) approval in 2020. That's next year. And our razor blade business model is to sell a diagnostic device with high volume consumable kits. Besides UTI, we're also making huge strides in cancer early detection and sepsis, with several new papers coming out this month. And we're already working with Fortune 100 diagnostic companies and life science companies in our space. So we think we have a very good roadmap and we can be successful. And with that, and thank you, and let's make it happen. Happy to take some questions. I know there's a lot of details behind this.
Two-part question.
Sure.
I may have missed it, but bring me up to speed on the FDA process, where you are in the FDA process. And number two, if you could just outline your commercialization plans.
Yeah, okay, good question. And so for the first product, the 510(k) pathway, and could be class 1 classification, so it's pretty straightforward. Nothing that I mentioned that the UTI clinical trial is very straightforward, and we already have a lot of clinical data already, so the pathway could be very fast. And for commercialization, we basically kind of view that the UTI is our first go-to-market product. And then we follow up with cancer early detection or cancer liquid biopsy, and then longer-term sepsis. So we're really trying to solve big problems out there. But good questions, yeah.
Is the approach, as it relates to antibiotic resistance, actually promote lower uses of antibiotics, or just the appropriate antibiotics for that specific patient?
Okay, twofold. So actually UTI, we have two products. The first product is a yes/no screening. So we can provide much better accuracy than what they have today at point of care. That's reduce the unnecessary injudicious use of antibiotics. And secondly, the AST part, because that huge resistance problem in UTI already, so the doctors need to know which drug to use versus that, okay, all right, the drug actually will not work or cause side effect like C. diff and so on. And also antibiotic resistance is a kind of local and a global problem. So we're actually going to plan to build with the AST device, we plan to add this cloud-based monitoring to provide kind of a local surveillance monitoring, also kind of a global trend, so for clinic and also for insurance companies and so on.